Et l'on se retrouve pour
So we're back for the interview of Wonderstruck, the first film in competition here for the 70th Cannes Film Festival, with our wonderful director, Todd Haynes, American director with two great stars, actresses, massive talent, so Michelle Williams and Julianne Moore. Hello, welcome to Cannes. Thank you so much for coming along. Hello, Todd Haynes. Thank you for coming, and thank you for opening this festival so wonderfully with this celebration of childhood, a celebration of discovery with these two actresses who play two mothers who are radically different in your film. And then New York again, that you're visiting at two different periods, two children, two women, two actresses, two mothers, two New Yorks, two periods. I mean, is that what sort of attracted you, this sort of, taking this book by Brian Sesnick and adapting it?
Oh, absolutely. I thought the double time period was the sort of the launching pad for such a rich, complicated, beautiful story. And it's really a mystery. It's about how and why are these two stories sharing one film? And why are we paralleling the black and white story set in 27 with the color story set in 1977? And there's a series of questions that are being carried forth that both children are propelled to answer through the course of the story. So it was a rich stylistic opportunity and an amazing opportunity to work with some of my very best friends and partners who I worked with before, Julianne several times and Michelle once before, and I'm Not There.
I'm not there, effectivement.
I'm not there, absolutely. Julianne, Michelle, working with a director like Todd, I mean, who knows really how to film actresses. It must be, when Todd Haynes calls, I guess you say yes straight away, Julianne, no? Whatever the script, no?
Yes, of course. But I actually was initially, all those years ago with Safe, attracted by his script. It was the precision of his writing and his vision that attracted me. And I said this to him not too long ago when we had lunch. It's such a privilege to have shared this relationship with him, to have worked so many times, and to be part of his unbelievably precise point of view. It gives you such a tremendous comfort and ballast as an actor to literally be in a frame of his, because he tells the story for you. He does it cinematically, he does it with visuals, he does it with the language, and it's almost like you just have to enter into his world. It's tremendously relaxing for an actor.
Vous avez en plus l'opportunité de jouer.
I mean, you play a 1920s actress as well in the silent style. I mean, in the clip we see you in reality of the 1920s, but we see you acting. That must have been quite fun, though. I mean, how did you take on that part of the film?
It was a lot of fun, and luckily, I was able to do the research by watching the films. So I think for me, I love playing with genre. I like being inside a genre and finding the truth within it, because then there's always this universality of human behavior, and then there's kind of style on top of it. And in a way, the style gives you like a box to sort of explore that humanity. It gives it a focus and a lens. So to have the opportunity to do that, and in a genre that we don't touch generally, I mean, it's very unusual that we would reproduce a silent film, was fantastic.
Ah oui, ça j'imagine.
Yeah, I can guess. Michelle Williams, there's something that's fascinating with your creation, if you like. We see you at the beginning of the film, embodying this mother who disappears, and then afterwards, I mean, we live your loss, if you like, with the child. I mean, you managed to make the character exist in just a few scenes. How did you manage to do that? How did you how did you create a role like this and give it so much intensity that it carried on throughout the film?
Michelle, with the mic, please.
Well, first of all, it's just such a pleasure listening to you talk. I feel like I just learned so much. I feel like I just had like a little mini master acting class. I'm like, oh yes, that's right. Do that. I just. But again, as to what Julianne was saying before, it's Todd. Todd makes the world. Todd frames the world. The script. I work with very little language, but all the language that I do work with is so precise and is so correct and is really building that story for me. And like Julian said, when you're being directed by Todd, you can really relax. You really know that you're going to be taken care of inside of the film and that you're going to become clear to an audience. So, you know, my work with Todd is not as hard.
Vous leur dites quoi, vos actrices?
What do you say to your actresses, Todd? I mean, how do you prepare them to work, their presence in front of the camera? I mean, how do you direct them?
He says, faster, louder, do it again.
Funnier. Can we make it funnier? Yeah. Well, it was very different with the two roles that Julianne and Michelle play in this film. And for Julianne, as she said, there was a lot of specific historical references that we looked at, amazing silent films that we looked at and talked about, and the specificity of deaf identity. That was something that we took very seriously and very much to heart in this film, and wanted it to be expressed with as much compassion and tenderness and understanding as we could. And watching what we've learned to be a whole life story, because you don't know it's one life until you get to the end of the movie when Julianne emerges and you see the fruition.
N'en dites pas trop, n'en dites pas trop.
Not to give it away.
Don't give it away, don't spoil it.
With Michelle, it was a much more spare and an essential series of scenes that start the film, as you say. But we talked about it, and there's a lot of loss that those scenes set out, unleashed through the film, and we've experienced that. And we talked about it when we worked together on those scenes, and I think, kind of like what our own lives and Michelle's life knows about that, informed those scenes with such meaning that it's something you remember and you carry through the film as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's present throughout the film. The character of Michelle Williams is there. There's a word on childhood as well, because you revisit childhood. And I mean, with the children there as well. How did you work with the children? What did you want to say about childhood?
This all started with this amazing book by Brian Selznick and an adaptation of that book that he brought to a script that came to me. And Brian's work really understands and gets into the complexity of kids. I think we often simplify kids in movies and attribute a sort of reduction and a sentimentality to kids. And actually, kids are capable of the deepest, most troubling, complex kinds of experiences. And so I think what you really see are these two kids very isolated from their lives and from their families, who are propelled to figure out who they are by pursuing these sort of clues, these little ideas about little bits of evidence from their past that propel them forward. And I think it's just respecting them, and that begins with casting these extraordinary kids, finding a deaf child actor who's never acted in a film before, Millicent Simmons, to play Rose, which was just the gift of this film, to find this girl. And Oaks Fegley and Jaden Michael rounded out the performances of the kids in the movie, and really it's unimaginable without them at the core of the film.
Merci beaucoup.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Todd Haynes. Thank you, Julianne Moore. Thank you, Michelle Williams. Thank you very, very much for coming along. Thank you for opening the competition of the 70th Cannes Film Festival. Wonderstruck from Todd Haynes. So we're going to see you again in a moment in the press conference.